Hi there, this is Joe from SquareXO, and this is episode 21. I'm joined once again by Dan.
Afternoon.
And Rebecca.
Hey guys.
Before we start, don't forget to follow us on SquareXO _ oh god, I've done that wrong. Don't forget to follow us on twitter.com/SquareX. Take 3.
Oh god.
Yeah.
See, it's just been a long day. Don't forget to follow us on twitter.com/square_XO and squarexo.co.uk, twitch.tv/SquareXO. Promise I'll stream at some point. I know I say that every week, but I will. youtube.com/JansonWater, and on iTunes and on Podbean. And if you leave a nice review, Dan will like you. Yeah, done it. Good. Sorry,
we got there in the end.
Okay, sorry. First of all, let me just say sorry for last week, because I know Rebecca and Dan's volume was a bit low. I've just discovered the reason why, so that's been fixed now. So you should be able to hear them loud and clear. And the recording messed up last week as well, so we done well last week. Episode 20 was a bit of a messed up, but oh well, you can't win them all, I don't suppose. But yeah, so there we go. So how is everyone?
Yeah.
Good.
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 Same old. Yeah.
Good.
Not too shabby. Sun's out as we're recording, so that makes me happy.
No, I know. I think that's what's up with me. I've been walking about in the sun all day, and I think it's just affected my brain.
Yeah.
Where it's like you just get too hot. I was walking in this field today, and we were just walking along with the dogs. And then all of a sudden I heard all this bzzz, and I'm going, what the crap is that? And I turn around, there's this massive swarm of something, absolute huge swarm of something. I don't know if it was wasps or bees or just flies, whatever, but they were kind of big, a bit chunkier, so that's what made me think it's wasp. And I don't like one wasp, never mind bloody 100. And they were literally a foot away from me, and I just went and ran. Because you don't like get caught in the middle of a swarm like that, do you?
Not really.
Especially not if it's wasps.
I didn't know what it was. I wasn't even around to find out. But there we go. So yeah, it's been fun. So I don't know. I treated myself to some Pepsi Max ginger. That's quite nice. You tried that?
Is it?
Pepsi Max with ginger in it, I think.
Sounds alright.
Yeah, it's quite nice actually.
Nice.
I do like ginger beer. So.
I did put a little bit of rum in it. But hey.
Again, you and your drinking.
I know it's getting terrible. I don't know how many days in a row that is. If it's only one, I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just one. A little one.
You treat yourself. That's all good.
It's quite nice to wind down. No, I read the other day actually. This is a grown-up podcast, so we can talk about stuff like this. I read the other day actually that you're allowed to have, if you have 2 shots of alcohol a day, it lowers your cholesterol. How about that?
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of alcohol do you need to have 2 shots of?
Any, like really? 2 units or whatever, I think it was.
So just 2 lots of mouthwash. Job done.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. So there we go. But that doesn't mean you should all start drinking.
No, that's alright. I don't drink anyway, so not very often. So we're all good.
I don't very often. But
yeah.
When there's some in the house, I might have one. But I'm not a big drinker, to be honest. I'm not one of these people that goes out and I've done all that in the past. Wasted the liver. I don't really do that anymore. Oh well. There we go. There's the grown-up part out the way.
Let's talk gaming news.
We could talk about politics. If you haven't registered to vote, I think today's your last day, so make sure you do it.
Oh, they're not going to hear this in time, now, are they?
No,
yeah, well, because it'll got tonight, so you've got till midnight. So this will be like 4 midnight. So if you haven't registered to vote yet, do it, because it's important. I'm not going to tell you not to vote for the Tories, even though you shouldn't, because that's not my choice.
I'm not being political on here, but I did put some money on a specific party to win. So it's not going to affect who I vote for, but I just
Speaking of putting money on, no, have you ever played the football pools?
No, my mum and dad used to back in the day.
Because they've got a website, so I thought I'll register for that and I'll have a wee go. And I played this thing called Goal Rush, where you need to guess 8 games that both teams will score.
Okay.
And at the weekend, I got all 8 right.
That's all right then. What did you win?
Well, you can. Here's the thing: you can win up to £1 million, right?
Oh my god.
But the way you win it is that you need, because there's 36 games, so you need to guess the 8 in which the quickest goals will be scored.
Right. Okay.
So
right.
that's quite difficult, obviously. I mean, getting 8 right in the first place is quite difficult. To then guess the 8 where the quickest goals have been scored is quite tough.
That's
So
a big ask.
I ended up winning about £27 or something for a
That's right, eh?
for £1, and I phoned them up and I goes, that seems a bit harsh, and they goes, oh well, it just depends how many people won. She goes, if a month ago, so, for getting 8, you would have got £900. And I'm just my luck. I get bloody 27. But it's
Still
still
good though.
it's better than nothing. So yeah, we've actually talked about, no, that's sort of a game. It's just a different type of game from what we usually talk about. But hey, I just thought I'd just get all that. Why not? Just talk about random stuff sometimes. It's fun, isn't it? Okay, there's absolutely loads of game news, so I suppose we better do that.
Oh, the box is back.
The box is
Been gone
always
for
here.
weeks.
I don't have a theme tune. I need to come up with a theme tune for gaming news. Can't think of one.
Do it another day.
Yeah. Lawbreakers is coming to PS4. Promises no pay-to-win mechanics. Lawbreakers is the game from Cliff Belinsky, the old Gears of War producer. I wish people would stop shouting in the background. It's really annoying.
Yeah, that's your house, none of ours. Me and Rebecca make sure everyone's quiet, the doors are shut.
Yeah, I'm locked away in an office.
Exactly.
I do have an office up the back that I could realistically use. It's just sitting there as my office, but I don't particularly use it. I just go in my bedroom instead. It's quiet up there as well.
You're doing this on the beach?
No, I'm just sitting in my bedroom. It's just, I think the walls are thin in this place. Lawbreakers, the upcoming multiplayer shooter from Cliff Belinsky, well, released on PC and PS4. Now he's Gears of War bloke, if you don't know.
No, I don't know.
I don't know much about that.
Basically, he's an Epic Games. He's one of the co-founders, I presume, of Epic Games. But he left Epic Games and now he's got his own studio. And I guess this is his first game, Lawbreakers. So yeah, it's a sort of multiplayer shooter. Does it look like Gears of War? Sort of. Not quite.
A little bit.
It's kind of. It's just got it kind of looks like a standard multiplayer shooter to me. But there we go. That's coming. So I thought I'd mention that. If you like the sound of his work, then check it out. There's a new trailer. As we discussed last week, I think it was, about the extra Nintendo Switch dock. Now finally got revealed, and it's £80. I think that's probably what we said it would be. So
yeah, we did.
So that's probably
very expensive.
Yeah, definitely too much. Definitely
for a bit
for
of
a dock,
plastic. Yeah, because it is a bit of plastic. It's not really that worth it. So who's got to pay £80 for that? Not me. I'll wait till it drops in price, or I'll wait till a third party one comes out. However, I'm sure there'll be a third party one that you can just plug it in and connect it to your TV.
I'd rather just carry around the dock and a wire than pay £80. Like, it's not heavy or hard, so.
Just
I suppose not.
Yeah.
But I suppose not, says the one who buys an extra PS4 because he can't be bothered to take the other one upstairs. So, yeah, I can't really talk when it comes to stuff like that. Housemarque and Eugene Jarvis's next game, which is called Next Machina, has a release date. Don't know if you're familiar with Housemarque games.
Yeah, they did the shoot. Rezo Gun, didn't they?
Yeah, Rezo Gun.
Yeah.
They've done what was it called? The other one, Dead Nation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's sort of top down. They're quite top down, action orientated games. They're really good actually.
Yeah,
The gameplay is always really good. So yeah, I'm sure that'll be a cracking game actually. That's coming out June 20 on PS4 and PC. So there we go.
What was it called? Next Machina?
Yeah, something like that. Next Machina, we'll go with that.
It's like the film Ex Machina.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's kind of like Machina, Nex Machina. So it's got
it's
machine
it's
with an
pronounced
A.
Machina. Yeah, it's Machina.
What, machine with an A?
Yeah.
Machina. If you're Scottish, you can call it that. Next Machina.
Call it what you want. Yeah.
Okay, what else we got? Destiny 2 has been kind of shown off in full. I'm not sure
I
if you
haven't
saw
seen
it.
any of it.
And
No.
I kind of watched it. I mean, I'm not really that fussed, but one of the big bits of news to come out is that it'll be on Battle.net, which is kind of the PC equivalent of Activision, I guess.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, well, Battle.net is what do you call them? God, I remembered their name earlier. It's it's going to annoy me now. Blizzard. So think Overwatch, Diablo.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. When their games,
Same sort.
because it's actually Activision Blizzard, isn't it? So they're the same
Yeah.
company. So when Destiny 2 launches on PC, it will launch on Battle.net instead of on Steam and then PC.
Oh, I see.
So you'll need to go there to play it on PC, because it's obviously it wasn't on PC before Destiny. So this is the first time it'll kind of be on PC, and they've decided to go that route.
So excuse my ignorance, but if you have a PC and you use Steam, you're going to have to then use something else to play Destiny 2.
Yeah, but
Instead of
big
using-
deal. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole point of PC. It's a kind of open platform. So, I mean, on my PC, I've got Steam, I've got Origin. What else? Uplay, Battle.net. I mean, you have them all, but they're all there. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
Right,
it's still
yeah.
accessible.
so it's all quite easy to do. I mean, I think it's a
Right.
bit of pain sometimes that I have to go on Origin to play. What is it? You play on Origin SimCity, whereas then you'd have to go on Steam to play Skylines or whatever. But well,
So you
that's
don't
just the way
you
it
don't
goes.
just this my old school knowledge of that, because I haven't had a PC for about 20 years. You don't just no longer click on the icon on the desktop to load up the game. Then you have to log into something, do you?
Right, click on the icon to load up Windows Store or Steam or whatever you want, and then you load the game.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
there.
Sorry. Yeah.
I think you can have shortcuts. If like you could have a shortcut to the game still on your desktop and just double click it or whatever. I'm sure that would work. I don't really play PC games that often, but I'm pretty sure you could still use shortcuts if you really wanted to. Okay.
Fair enough.
More news,
Sorry.
loads of news.
There's so much, isn't there?
The Witcher Netflix series has begun production, so Netflix is doing a sort of exclusive series for The Witcher. So that's
Ooh,
pretty
I'm
cool.
looking forward to that. I think that will be interesting to see which direction they take it in.
Yeah, it could be good. It could be good if they do
Yeah.
it like. I don't know if it's animated or not, is it? No, I presume it isn't.
I don't think it's because The Witcher was a series of books before it was the game, so I'm wondering if they'd base it more on the books than the games. I'm not sure.
I hope it's not animated.
I can't see it being animated, really.
That would really annoy
don't
me
know.
if it was animated. I'm sure it probably isn't. Let me just check. It's going to annoy me otherwise.
But I really hope it's not. I really hope it's actors and actresses.
I mean, imagine they'd done it like Game of Thrones or whatever. That'd be amazing. I love Game
Yeah,
of Thrones.
I think somebody said to me actually that they were wondering if they'd sort of, because Game of Thrones will be finishing in a few years, if they were kind of bringing The Witcher out as a replacement for Game of Thrones. But I don't think it would do anywhere near as Game of Thrones. I love The Witcher, and I think it's a great series, but it's, it's not HBO outstanding, is it? I mean,
Yeah, Game of Thrones is epic.
it's so good.
So I mean, if
I've not watched any of them.
oh,
Have you not?
you'd
No, Dan.
I can't be bothered. I've been to Dubrovnik where it's filmed,
That's
but
cool.
I just, no
Have
TV.
you played The Witcher?
Nope.
Haven't? Oh my gosh.
Oh no, you need to
It's-
watch
it's-
Game of
It's not
Thrones.
news for me. No, I can't be bothered. Isn't there's like 6 or 7 series now. I just don't have the time
It's
to
so
commit.
epic though.
It's really good.
It's the best thing I've
proper
ever
outstanding.
watched on TV, ever.
Yeah, I'd easily say the same.
It's just the best thing ever. There's nothing beats it. It's so good. Anyway, but yeah, I don't think it's animated, so I'm hoping they put a lot of money into it, because they do good programs, Netflix.
They do, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, Stranger Things was good. I watched
Stranger
that,
Things
but
was
it was
good.
only 6 episodes, so I was like, oh, I can watch this. I can commit to watching 6 episodes.
Yeah,
I
Game of
can't-
Thrones is more like 200,
Yeah.
300 episodes by now.
It's just crazy. I'd rather spend my time playing a game than watching hundreds of hours of brainless telly. I either like to be thinking and doing something, or I'm working. I don't like to just sit and watch telly. It's a waste of my time.
Yeah. The Witcher 3 is very good, but it's about 200 hours long. So once again, it's quite a big commitment for a game.
Yeah.
It's not one you can just play in 2 or 3 days. It's a long commitment.
Yeah, and I've got Persona 5. That's going to be my next.
That's
big
long as well,
commitment.
isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. The subject matter of The Witcher, that kind of, I don't really know what it is because I've not played it. Obviously, but it just doesn't appeal to me. The game just doesn't appeal to me at all.
Fair enough.
The subject matter or the developer or the world or anything. The characters, just, no, not for me. But there you go.
Yeah, each their own.
Exactly. It's done well though, isn't it? It was fairly popular. And was this the first on console?
What we're talking about? Witcher?
The Witcher.
Witcher.
Yeah.
What the TV series?
No. Was Witcher 3 the first console release for the series? Was it always a PC game before that?
I don't know actually.
It might have been. It might have been PC first, and then it went to Xbox, and then it came to PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm not sure, like I say, but games that are kind of grounded in a PC heritage as well just put me off. So
I never played the first one. I played the second one.
See, I've only played 3. Went really late.
maybe
I know the second one was an Xbox 360, I think, so I played that, but I never played the first. I didn't really like the second one, but I quite like the third one. That was good.
The first one is PC. Yeah, The Witcher's PC.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, moving on. Life is Strange 2 is in
that's good
development, so
news.
that's good.
Yeah.
I'm pleased with it. I don't think it'll star the same characters. They haven't said
it can't,
anything
can
about it.
Not that we could spoil it, but it can't, so it won't. I'd imagine it would just be a similar story, similar premise with a different world.
It struck me as a game they couldn't really do a sequel, but we'll see how that works out.
Maybe they could just call it something different, but it'd be a like spiritual successor to it.
Life is too strange.
Life is Stranger.
Yeah, just because tacking on the number 2 at the end, if it's not going to be a follow-on for the narrative, it would probably sell better and do better, maybe. But.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes then. South Park: The Fractured But Whole has finally got a new release date for the 17th of October. They've kind of announced a few wee bits to go with it. So that's good. I never played the first game.
No, I didn't.
I haven't either.
Although if you pre-order, you can get the first game and play it now, remastered. So
where do you have to pre-order it to get that?
Apparently select retailers. You can do it on the Ubisoft store, but you can do it on PSN as well and get it straight away. I don't know about normal retailers because I've not seen anyone do it, but apparently some do.
Yeah.
But I don't know who they are.
Because that was reviewed quite well, wasn't it, the first one? It got quite a good reception.
James liked it actually. When we used to do our podcast, James always went on about how great it was.
Yeah. I love the programme, so I'm sure I'd like the game.
Yeah, so it might be worth checking out then. Pro Evolution Soccer 2018 will launch on 14th of September 2017. Not a great amount of details, just a few screenshots and stuff like that. I'm sure there was going to be a new trailer soon, but I don't know if that's happened yet or not because I've not seen it. Or maybe I have and I just don't remember. But yeah, so that's coming. Also, Ubisoft dated its E3 press briefing for 1 PM Pacific time on Monday 19th of June. Monday 12th of June, not 19th. Don't watch it on the 19th because you'll have missed it that week. Yeah, so they've announced that, but they've already kind of blown their load as far as
I was going to say,
concerned.
what
Far Cry
what
5 and
everything's already
2
been announced, isn't it?
Assassin's Creed, although they haven't actually shown any of them, so apparently
anything original. All these big numbers at the end of titles.
There was
I don't know.
There was some teasers today for Far Cry 5 actually. There was 4 videos released. I tweeted them. And I think they're going to reveal the full thing on May... can't remember now.
Is it?
Soon, 25th, I think it might be.
Yeah, later this week, isn't it?
So that's interesting that they would do that before E3. So it makes you think maybe they've got quite a lot to show. But what Ubisoft usually do at their E3 conferences is just show a big bunch of gameplay. So you're sitting there, you're watching these conferences, and you're sitting there for about an hour watching them play the game, and it's so boring. So yeah. But that is what they do. They'll go through about half an hour of each of the games they're going to release. So expect to see gameplay for the Crew 2, Far Cry 5, and the new Assassin's Creed game, plus whatever else they're going to show off. Some new Just Dance probably, and I think they've got a Switch game they're going to show off as well. So
that Rabbids rubbish will be there as well, I'd imagine, won't it?
Yeah.
That's Ubisoft,
Probably.
isn't it? Yeah. I wonder if they do a new Rayman.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I'm not fussed. Hope not.
They-
I
They're
think
always
they've
good.
got something new coming out though for Switch, something original. They maybe, but they're saying they're going to focus more on their sort of established IPs and take less focus on new IPs from now on. And I think that's a shame, because actually Ubisoft are one of the ones who at least try and do new IPs. So if they're going to take their focus away from that, there'll not be too many big publishers working on new IPs really, which is a shame.
That is a shame.
It'll be interesting to see what they do for Switch though, because they're generally quite good at supporting new consoles. So hopefully they'll do something for Switch and it'll be good.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, apparently the new Call of Duty's going to be on Switch.
Oh,
really?
yeah, I heard that.
There's rumours that it could be Beanox or something, I think it was, who were going to do it for Switch. So we'll see how that goes as well. I don't know. Apparently
I
last
reckon
time
it'd be
they done a COD game, it was rubbish. So
Yeah, I was going to say, I reckon it'd be a scaled down version. I can't imagine them doing a full blown with all the multiplayer and everything running on Switch.
On the Switch, yeah.
But you never know. They might have some miracle workers.
Yeah, we'll see. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 was announced. So yay.
Yeah,
More
I think we
Lego
spoke about
Marvel.
that last week.
Did we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we did
Yeah, I think
record
we did.
we did record on Monday, so yeah, that's news from Monday. Yeah, so some of the news I might have repeated myself. Then I forgot we recorded on Monday. And there's a rumor that Square Enix is hiring devs to work on Final Fantasy 16. So there we go. Yay!
Already,
That's about it for news. Apart from the charts, of course. Today's charts, which I always leave to last because I like to talk about charts. The charts, and Justice 2 was number 1. Unsurprisingly, sold best on PS4. Farpoint was number 2. It surprised me. The VR game.
That is surprising.
That's that's not something I would have anticipated being there.
Number 3 was GTA 5 again. Still hanging around. Prey was number 4, and Fire Emblem's Echoes number 5. So there we go. That is the gaming news.
Has anyone played Injustice 2?
No,
No.
I haven't. I
Anyone
don't
got
really
any
like
interest?
fighting games. They bore me, to be honest, because I enjoy them to begin with, maybe just for the first day or whatever, but then the story's always pretty rubbish, I think. The story you can generally get through pretty quickly, and it's always the same. You get the cutscenes that are talking, and then you do the fighting, and then you move on. I don't know.
Is that what it is? A fighting game, is it? Like a one-on-one, like Street Fighter?
Yeah. So I'm not really interested in games like that, to be honest. And then not got enough meat in them for me, so.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's charts. Yay.
That's all right. Yeah, well, GTA 5 didn't get to number 1, so that was happy days. That was lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We thought that might happen.
Farpoint, it shows them maybe that lots of people own a VR and they're just waiting to pick up the games that come out for it, because to go in at number 2. I suppose, like you mentioned last week, though, Joe, to outsell GTA 5, it's probably not selling thousands and thousands of copies, but to go in at number 2 is quite impressive for a game that's for a console that has very few owners.
Yeah, people is obviously anticipating games for the VR, the people who own it, so It's a
Yeah,
bit
I've
like Mario Kart going to number 1 because obviously people were just desperate for games for their new machine.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm not seeing many people actually playing it on Twitter or anything. No one's really talking about Farpoint, so I don't know who's buying and playing it. But maybe they're too
Yeah.
busy playing to
Playing
tweet.
it,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Has it reviewed well? Is it
It
gone
done
down well?
alright, 7s, 8s.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. IGN gave it 7.5. So
Yeah, so
it's
kind of
average, isn't it? It's quite
Yeah.
I'm going to need to shut my window.
good.
Too much
Well, just
noise.
talking of like looking at game reviews and that, I just thought I'd jump on Metacritic, as you do. Injustice 2
Yeah.
on PS4 was set at 87.
Is it?
So
Yeah,
that
well,
seems to work
people like
really well.
games. People
Yeah.
like fighting games, but I'm not really. I'm just not a fan of that sort of thing.
But that's
And it's
pretty high.
DC as well. Marvel's better. Give me the Marvel fighting game. I'd take that first.
Yeah.
Marvel
Well,
versus
there's Marvel
Capcom,
versus
innit?
Capcom.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, is that due out this year? I know they announced it, didn't they, at that PlayStation event, and I think it's gone pretty quiet since then.
Speaking of DC, actually, I watched Suicide Squad last night, and it was really good. I didn't expect it to be a good movie. I saw a trailer for it, and I thought, oh, that looks absolute pants. But actually, it's a brilliant movie. Really
You reckon?
good.
I've not seen it. I've heard
I've not
nothing
seen
but
it either.
bad things about
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
I did. I just kind of looked at it and thought, oh, nah, I don't fancy that. But we watched it, and it's a really good movie, actually. Surprising for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So-
there we go. Batman even makes a wee appearance, and so does Joker.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's the same with games. It's nice when someone's like saying how crap something is, but you kind of get drawn to it for whatever reason, and you give it a go, and then actually it turns out to be good.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
listen to, especially movie reviews, I don't listen to them. Never.
It's personal
ever.
taste, isn't it, with movies?
Yeah, definitely more so than games. I mean, game reviews
Yeah.
I'll kind of look, and I don't ever read the reviews. I'll look at scores, but I won't really pay any attention to them, because if I like to look at a game, I'll play it. But I just didn't like to look at Suicide Squad when I saw the trailer. I just kind of thought, oh, it's a bit rubbish. And then I watched it, and it was good. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a bit like Deadpool. Other people think that's amazing. I think it's
Oh,
terrible.
yeah.
I really think it's a terrible movie. Don't like it at all.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
I think he's a
I have
terrible
seen that.
character. I don't like him.
I had mixed feelings about that. I wasn't sure what to make of it. But I haven't seen Suicide Squad.
No, that's good. I'd recommend watching that one. Anyway, okay, right, news is done. I never really had much of a subject to talk about, actually, but I did notice one thing that it was quite funny, actually. On Michael Patcher, who's got the analyst, in 2012 he was talking about Nintendo, and he's going, oh, I don't think Nintendo fans would be stupid to buy a cardboard box, but on the other hand, if Nintendo sold one that said Nintendo on it, they probably would. And lo and behold, 4 years later, Nintendo's selling a Splatoon box with nothing in it for
Oh, no, they
£3.50,
actually-
and people are actually buying it. So there you go.
Oh, I saw something about that, but I assumed it was a limited edition console. Is it just an
it's
empty
a
box?
limited edition console but it's the box they're selling. So if you didn't get the bundle, you can buy the box and
Buy the
pretend
box.
you bought the bundle. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's so weird.
It's only in Japan at the moment, but it's just weird. But then it's kind of like what we were saying. Also, what they're doing in Japan is something actually we mentioned last week. Is that they've got 3 versions of Splatoon, and you can go in the shop. You can buy the detail version, which is in the box with the cartridge in it. You can buy the digital version, which has got a little cardboard sheet that you buy out the shop, and then you get the code on the back. Or you
Yeah.
can buy the box with the digital version inside.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned that, but it was on the one that we lost, so we didn't then mention it again.
Yeah, so
But-
they're doing that in Japan, where you can actually go in the shop, buy the detail box, and get the digital version inside. So to me, that's a bit like buying a cardboard box. Isn't
you
it?
buy, you
That's
just
a
buy
bit
Yeah.
like going to the
box.
shop and going, "Oh, I'll buy this cardboard box," because if once you have a digital version, the box is useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
The
going to
only reason
sit
you
in
have
your
physical
shelf.
versions for the discs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That does
kind
seem
of
weird.
it's kind of for show. You're paying the same price. You're getting the same game. You're just getting the box. Maybe some people just like having the box, but it doesn't have any value, does it? So it's
Well,
kinda,
it does if you're Nintendo and you can sell it for a £5.
No,
Yeah,
but I'm,
that's
I'm
true.
talking about the retail version here, which has the digital code in it. They're selling that for the same price as the one with the game card in it. So why? I mean, I can understand why people would want digital version because I like that myself, just convenience. But I don't really understand why you'd still want to have the box.
Yeah, I suppose, but like I don't know. Again, like we've touched upon before, it's just having them all on a shelf. But if there's no disc, then do you need a box?
Yeah,
I
it
don't know.
seems
It's
really
an odd
strange,
one.
doesn't it?
It is.
Isn't it? I could understand because obviously I've got some steel books where I don't have any discs in, and I kind of have them on show, but I can kind of understand that. But the box, I mean, the steel book's almost got a bit of art in it.
Would you
Yeah.
ever chuck your boxes away? So would you put all your discs in like a disc wallet and throw your
I
boxes out?
wouldn't. No, I keep. the
No, I'd
boxes.
never do
No,
that.
neither would I.
No,
not for
that's so
games.
weird.
But what if? Yeah, because
Maybe people
don't know.
just like to have the art in the box.
yeah, I suppose it's like buying a CD or a record. Going back a bit longer, you know, people used to like record covers, didn't they?
Because I like having all my games shown on the shelf. I mean, it kind of gives you something to say, oh, I own these games. And it was quite cool, actually. On the shelf full of games, and you can have all your sort of little trinkets around it that I've got on my shelf. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel a bit getting into the shop, buying the box, or even ordering
For a
it for
digital
Amazon.
code.
Order it for Amazon, have a box, open it up, digital code inside, close the box, nothing's in the box anymore.
Never use the box ever again.
But then,
That's
Yeah.
weird.
I think
But
if you're buying
then-
online, then you want the code instantly, don't you? You want that to be
yeah.
kind of emailed
Well,
to you.
But
That's like the
saying-
pro of buying online, isn't it? Buying digital, you get the code straight away. If you buy a physical copy, especially if you order one, you have to wait for the box to come with the CD in it.
Yeah,
Saying that though, I've got loads of boxes on my shelf. They've all got discs in, obviously, but I've never. There's quite a lot of them I've never touched, so they may as well be empty.
Mm.
But I still quite like having them there.
Yeah.
yeah,
For instance, say something like Darksiders 3. Say they released that with a digital code. Now that's a game I'd want digitally because I'd play it all the time. But if they released it in a box with the digital code inside, that might be one I want to buy like that because I love
Yeah.
the art on the box.
yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I like. So the Tomb Raider games they've released as like hardback books with then the disc on the back page. So that's quite nice.
Mm.
I think the only way that would really appeal to me is if it's like a collector's edition and there's no
Yeah.
disc in
I
it, but
see.
you get all the stuff.
Yeah,
that
you get a
would-
soundtrack
that you-
download code
Yeah,
and an art book.
yeah, exactly. The stuff you would only get with a disc version. So if they
Yeah.
released it like that with a code inside but no disc, then you could see why that would appeal to people, couldn't you?
Yeah,
But if
Yeah.
it's just a Splatoon box and then there's nothing in it, once you use the code, I don't really get what the appeal of that is.
Did I see somewhere that Resident Evil are doing that? Did I see that?
Oh no, I
Resident
think I
Evil
tweeted
is-
today where it was just the collector's edition.
It's
for
just the
Resident
yeah,
Evil, but
here you
there's
go.
no
Yeah.
disc.
No game
But then that's
just the
because it
collector's
comes with
edition.
like, a replica house and stuff
of
like
the
that.
house. Yeah, which is a bit strange.
Yeah, so that's just kind of for collectors more than
Yeah.
anything else, really.
It comes with a USB finger. That's weird.
I take it that's a hard drive, not just. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very strange. But yeah, so it is a running theme then. People, companies selling all the collectibles, assuming that you already have the digital version of the game.
Yeah,
So
well,
maybe it's a big
I've
thing.
got shelves of art books.
Yeah, I've
from-
got loads of art books.
So, and I buy them, and they're separate from buying a game or anything. So, yeah, I
Yes,
suppose.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but I just want to mention it. So it was
Yeah.
a bit weird.
I suppose it's just if you want to have a high street presence for a video game shop, the only way to preserve it in a digital age is to go in and buy a code in a box, isn't it? Because otherwise there's no need for a shop.
Yeah, it's a good way. I guess it's a good way to appease the shops, isn't it? Because eventually everything is going to go digital. We said that last week. So if they do it that way, and the shop can sell it for the same price, for the same sort of profit, and people still get a box, and they still have a box on the shelf, then it's a good way to appease them, because it doesn't matter to them whether there's a disc in it or not. The only thing it'll annoy stores like Game or whatever is that people won't then be able to trade it in.
Yeah,
exactly, because there's no future.
But screw them anyway.
But they might look at doing that if you deactivate that code on your machine, you could then reactivate the code on another machine, and they could do trade-ins that way, possibly, as a way around it. Because that would work, wouldn't it? If you uninstalled a game, it reactivated the code. So then you could take it back.
I doubt they would do that, though.
There'd be a way around it. I'm sure some clever git would figure out how to, put it on the machine and sell it back. Talking of games, should we mention that stupid, the stupid thing you can buy?
£36.
Yeah.
Nah, who cares? Not even worth it.
I just thought it's mental. They're selling it as pay us £36 and you'll get more points so you can get a free game. And it's like, well, for £36 I can buy a game.
You can buy a game.
So
a lot of games now are like, the older games are £26, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you could buy a game and then buy something in the digital store as well, something cheap.
Yeah, I just think they're scraping the barrel there a bit. I think they might be in trouble maybe. But yeah. Okay, we won't mention that. Too late. But
good.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Should we talk about what we've been playing? Well, I can say what we've been playing.
I've been playing FIFA, so I've not really got much to say.
Yeah, I was going to say you can count the games I've been playing on no hands. So,
I have something to say.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, I'm actually quite interested in talking to both of you about this because it regards Telltale games. And I basically played episode 4 of The Walking Dead, A New Frontier, a few days ago. And it was really good. It was the episode that had quite a few mixed reviews, so I went into it quite open-minded, like I really looked at the interactions and the dialogue, and to me it seemed fine. I can see why people didn't like it, but I had a massive glitch in episode 4 that almost made me have to restart the entire episode. And what happened is I paused the game because I was talking to someone, so I just pressed pause, and the dialogue in the game carried on underneath the pause screen at a really drawn out echoey tone. So I unpaused it, and then when I unpaused it, the game had frozen. So the start of the subtitles was on the bottom, and the characters were just standing, staring at the camera. All the hair's moving, and stuff in the background is waving around, but it's just stopped. And then when I paused it again, even it carried on, and it went on like that for about 20 minutes. And I was like, I'm gonna have to restart the game. I can't, get through this. And the only way it fixed itself was when that scene ended and the next scene loaded. It was the weirdest thing. And I've had issues with glitches with Telltale before, so I just wondered if either of you had ever had any glitchy moments with Telltale.
All the time, yeah. Like
it was so weird.
I mentioned the Batman one where in one scene I was basically fighting a pair of teeth and a pair of eyes, and the rest of the body was missing. But yeah, it happens all the time.
That's
where
so
it just
weird.
goes weird.
So I did the Batman one, and I pretty much had no issues other than it crashing on the credits every time. But I've had a few other glitches on other games that aren't Telltale, but they're a bit older, I suppose. But there was a game on the Dreamcast, a football game, and if you were the striker, so if you hoofed it upfield towards the other team's goalie and you were the striker and you pressed shoot, your man would run so fast that he'd get to the ball and shoot before the goalie could catch it. And that was an awful glitch. And you wonder who's testing these games to kind of let that get through. I'm sure I've had another one where it stopped me actually finishing the game, but I can't remember now. But they're definitely better than what they used to be.
There's tons of games where there's got.
Was it Tony Hawk's 5? when that first came out, there's loads of videos on the internet of all
That
the
was
men
notable, wasn't it?
glitches. Yeah, that was
Yeah, I think
Assassin's
that was
Creed,
one of those.
people hanging in walls, half hanging in walls.
Yeah.
That happens
Yeah.
in tons of games where you get the glitches, so it does. So,
But-
I just
Did I-
think it was so weird. I mean, the only other time I've had a game glitch on me was Telltale Season 1, Walking Dead. I think is I've played games before for hours and hours and hours, like 4 or 5 hours, and they can't cope anymore. They shut down. And I'm like, okay, that's understandable. But I've been playing this Telltale episode. I was probably about 30 minutes into it. You know, PS4 had been off all day. I'd bought it about a week ago, and it was just I couldn't play it. I could only play it by having the pause screen on, so then I can't see what's going on. And then when I unpaused it, you know how you have a timer to select a option.
Yeah.
The timer just sped down, like before I could even look at the options. I honestly have no idea what was happening, but the rest of the season's been fine. It's just season 1 I had an episode, and season 3 episode 4 I don't know what happened. It just really freaked out on me. It was very strange.
Odd. Was it good though? Is that the latest one?
Yes, they announced the finale. I think the last one's coming out on the 30th of May. So I've sort of caught up a little bit now, and I'll probably play that one as soon as it comes out because I don't really want any spoilers. But I don't know if you guys saw my tweet about
I saw
episode
that.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, I retweeted it because I was like, oh, that's Telltale. That's, you know, I'm interested in that. People I know are interested in that. I'll retweet it. And then I had a proper look at it. And I hadn't played episode 4 at this point. So I'd missed, you know, the whole episode 4 had happened, and I didn't know what was going on, where the characters were left. And the picture depicted one of the characters looking a lot like a zombie, and, you know, therefore they're dead. And I was so mad at that because I hadn't played episode 4. And then when I played episode 4, I knew what was going to happen. Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh, well, this is obviously going to happen at the end of episode 4. And it just got on to my nerves a little bit because I was like, well, that's a huge spoiler, essentially. And what about all the people who played episode 1 or haven't played any of it? Like, there's the spoiler right in the picture for it. It's the biggest thing in the picture as well.
yeah,
So
it's
that irked
daft.
me a little bit.
Daft.
I got irked at that.
Not
So,
surprised.
Was
yeah.
it something you could avoid though?
I don't
Could-
think so. I mean, I haven't played. Normally, what I do with Telltale games is I play through once, you know, how I want to play, and then I'll play through a second time and I'll do all the opposite choices. But it looked like there was no way you could avoid what happened that would have resulted in that character's death. But it just annoyed me because I thought, why have they let that happen? You know, that's a huge spoiler for anyone who hasn't played episode 4. And to be honest, they basically just sealed that character's fate, whereas in episode 5 they could have, oh, you know, maybe she isn't, you know, maybe this hasn't happened.
Yeah.
They've just ruined it. So I'm a bit irked, a bit annoyed about that.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I've been holding it in all week just for this.
Yeah.
But no, the episode was honestly really good. I mean, I say it got a lot of, not negative, but mixed criticism. But it was really good, and it did face a lot of issues I didn't think it would face, and it kind of took on certain topics at different angles, and I think it worked really well. But I can see why people wouldn't have rated it as the best episode of the season so far.
You've
Yeah.
been playing it, Dan?
I've not had too much time, but I did go back to Horizon finally. So I went back and I've done maybe 3 or 4 missions now on the story.
Yeah, I want
So-
to get back again. So
Yeah,
I keep meaning to because I had Tomb Raider in my mind and I thought, oh, Horizon, I'll play that. But
Yeah. How far into it do you think?
So I've just done the mission. So I've just got to I can't remember the name of the village or the place now, where then there's a guy there who's talking about going to Meridian. So I've got to go to Meridian.
Okay.
But then I got sidetracked and went and saved his mate. Had to kill a snapjaw. It was really hard at first to get back into it and understand the controls because I find the controls weird that R1 and R2 are melee attacks. It just seems a bit alien. I don't know about it still. Like, it looks amazing, but I wonder if people go back to it again now. Is it? I don't know. I've not finished it, but I'm not enjoying it that much. But I'm going to give it time and get through it. At the moment, I don't know. There's something about it, and I think it's probably
I
because,
think I know what you mean.
like what I was saying about The Witcher earlier, it didn't appeal to me, so I never played it. With Horizon, I wasn't really interested in it until everyone was saying it was going to be the next
Everyone was
best
playing
thing.
it,
So I
Yeah.
kind of bought into the hype, and normally I wouldn't buy the game, but yeah, so I don't know. It might just be because I've had a massive break from it, but yeah, like I say, it looks great, but I don't know. It feels empty
Not
to me,
sure.
I suppose. But yeah, other than that,
Yeah.
I've not.
See,
really...
I finished it. And I got the platinum in it, so I've really 100% finished it.
Yeah.
And I feel really bad for admitting this, but when I was playing towards the end of the game, I skipped pretty much every single cutscene because I was like, the story is good, but it's not gripping me. Do you know what I mean? So I'd be playing the game, I'd get to a cutscene, skip. Oh, now I need to go here, go there, skip. Do you know what I mean? And I felt bad for doing that, but I wasn't like, oh, the story is so, I need to know everything. I was just like, I get the gist of it, but I'm not like bothered about watching a 5-minute cutscene.
I think I mentioned it when I first played it. All the dialogue branches, I can't be bothered with that. I want to play a game. I don't want to sit and watch. There's a wheel, isn't there? Yeah, and you have to, if you want to watch it.
And it makes you feel guilty, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I really liked it, and I liked it enough to platinum it, but I don't know if I'd go back to it again within like 6 months, maybe next year, but not now.
I'd go back to it. I do like it.
Yeah, I'm going to platinum it, but I don't think I'll play it. I wouldn't buy any DLC.
It's my type of game.
Yeah.
I'd buy DLC because the reason it's my type of game is because it's what do you call it? It's a bit like Skyrim and stuff. It's an open world dialogue.
Yeah.
I like all that. That's my sort of thing. So
I really
like
did like it. It's just I wasn't too sure on the story. I liked the gameplay, and I liked taking down robot dinosaurs, but I was only like a 7 out of 10 on the story. I was just like not really that bothered about watching, 10-minute long cutscenes where I could just look it up online after. Like, oh, okay, this happens. Cool.
Yeah. I like games where they interweave the storytelling into the actual gameplay rather than you having to sit and watch cutscenes.
But you like things like Persona 5 though, which is just entirely cutscenes for about 10 hours.
I can't comment. I haven't started that.
I'm just saying that sort of game. There's no gameplay in most of it, so it's
well, there's 210 hours to platinum it, so there must be some gameplay.
Yeah, but most of that is when sitting watching them talk.
Well, you can't say that. I don't want to argue, but you've only played it for an hour, so you've got no basis.
Based
You've
on
got
the
209
beginning,
hours left.
based on the beginning, that's what you do.
Yeah, but like it when so in Metal Gear 5, a lot of the story's done over radio contact whilst you're still sneaking around and things like
that's
that.
That's really cool. I like that.
So it's more immersive rather than cutting away and putting the controller down.
Because I feel like with Horizon, you could sort of play the game as like an open world thing, and it's not connected to the story really at all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. But on kind of other games, like we're talking about the big games of the year there, I was trying to put a list together for someone today of like the upcoming games that people might be interested in that aren't the kind of the standard usual COD, FIFA. What else is coming out this year other than, I think I wrote a few down, Darksiders, I can't remember off the top of my head, Final Fantasy 12. But
Darksiders isn't going to be this year, I don't think.
Is it not? So there's there's very little
games
now
that people might be interested in. I'll take some Micro Machines. That could be good.
Yep, I wrote that one down actually. That reminds me. Should I get the list? I'll tell you what I wrote.
Yeah. Rhyme's coming out on Friday, isn't it? I'm really interested in that, but I don't know. That's quite like my thing, indie puzzle.
I put that down, but it wasn't for the rest of the year wise.
Yeah,
very
I don't think that will be
South Park
huge.
as well, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't include that because I presume that would be a big one. So I got Final Fantasy 12, Middle Earth, Everybody's Golf, Battle Chasers,
Agents of Mayhem could be
Micro
one.
Machines.
Maybe.
Yeah, Agents of Mayhem, I think, might be one.
You reckon that might?
Yeah, the makers of.
We spoke about it before, didn't we? We looked it up.
The makers of Saints Row, that is. So that will definitely be one that people keep an eye on. Dead Island 2.
Oh yeah, completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I think there's a real lull now for people. We need E3 to kind of galvanise the second half of the year.
Yeah,
I'd
we
really
do.
like to know what's going on with the games they announced last year at E3. You know, like Days Gone, Detroit, God of War. Like, I want to know more about those, but they've been really quiet. You know, for nearly a year
I
now.
think some of them will be dated for later this year. I can see Days Gone coming out this
That
year.
would be.
I'd
love that.
I think we'll get I think from Sony we'll get Days Gone this year. I think we'll get Gran Turismo Sport this year. We'll probably, I can see God of War being a sort of Horizon-like release, so March 2018.
Yeah. I just think it'd be nice to know more about them because they've been left hanging, haven't they, since they were announced last year?
Obviously, there's a Spider-Man game as well, so I think we'll hear
Yeah, there is.
all about
When's the
those
Spider-Man
games.
film out? Because they're doing a new film. I wouldn't be surprised if they tie it all up somehow to make most of the marketing on that.
Yeah, they might do, but then they might not because they don't want people to think it's a game of a movie.
No, but if
Yeah.
everyone's talking about Spider-Man,
Oh, I see what you mean.
it's like the
I'll have a
perfect
look.
time to drop something about it. I don't know when it's coming out, but I just, that it would seem like a stupid thing to do to miss out either on the film release or the game release. Spider-Man Homecoming, it is this year.
It says,
July.
2017. Yeah, it's this year.
Yeah, so we could very well see the game as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, anyway, come on, time's cracking on, so let's move on to our little game. Let's play our game. Everyone loves their game, the Amazon one-star game.
We had a review last week from someone very kind. I forget his name now, but I did shout him out on our Twitter, who said that he liked playing along.
It was Jack Croxall, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so
Let's
I
play
think it's
along.
good.
Get ready to play along then.
Right, okay, I've got 3 things. 2 games and 1 thing. So, first review, 1-star review from John Blackthorne on the 12th of August 2016. I don't get this game. It's slow and so sluggish. The driving is awful and character movement is like controlling a zombie. Far Cry 4 is how you make an open world game.
Open world driving, did it say?
It did, it's awful.
Is that your personal opinion?
No. He said the driving is awful.
I've got 2 guesses then in that case.
Yeah, you
that
go.
I
I've
think
not
it
got
could
any
be.
idea for that.
Just Cause.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what number it was, the last one.
It was
Just
3.
Cause
Was it
3, I
3?
guess. Just Cause 3, is it that?
Nope, it isn't that, and it's not any game with the words "just" or "cause" in the title.
So it's not just
Okay,
because.
so
My other guess was
Another
Mafia
review.
3.
hold on, another second review is by Wayne Shears on the 8th of November 2015.
Okay, old.
That's quite old then.
I won't read that one actually because it doesn't help. It just says crap was spam.
What's spam? Interesting.
Spam. Okay, Craig Lester, 18th of November 2014 says awful. Mechanics are just unbalanced and not user friendly.
Watch Dogs.
No,
Ooh, that's a good shout. So it's an open world driving game, and it's awful.
apparently so.
There's so many games.
There
are
is so
open
many,
world.
isn't there? But
Unless
it's a
the big
driving.
one, of course. And
Is it
there's-
overview? No.
Unless it's the big one, GTA, and people don't like it for some
Well,
reason.
it could be.
Is that a guess?
I could see
Yeah,
that being that.
I'll make
That's
it
a
a
good shout.
guess, yeah.
Yep, Joe's right. Grand
Well
Theft
done.
Auto 5.
Wow, I didn't even think of Grand Theft Auto because of how well it's doing. I did.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd pick it. Just
That's clever.
so yeah, there's lots of 1-star
Of
reviews.
course, yeah. There's driving and it's open world and it's hard to run and do things. I get that.
Okay.
Right.
Next
one. You're not going to get it from this, but an Amazon customer on the 9th of June 2016 said, "This game is absolutely boring. Can't believe I wasted my money on this crap." So I'll give you the date again.
What was the year? Yeah.
9th of June 2016.
Problem with the views is they could be any time. Do you know what I mean?
No Man's Sky.
No, I'll give you another review. So Alistair Rear on the 18th of March 2016 said, "Considering I bought this 2 days before the release, I hoped to get Mike Tyson characters for free like advertised if I pre-ordered. But I did not. Therefore, I've got to give EA another £13 to download them. 1 star.
Rebecca, before I guess, any
Ugh.
idea?
I don't really know anything from EA apart from
EA and Mike Tyson.
yeah. Let me have a think. Oh, is it is that UFC?
Yes.
UFC 2.
Yeah, that's
It
what I
is.
was going to say. That's
Yeah.
why I'll let you go
Oh,
first.
damn.
Thank you.
Great. So it's 1-1. So we've got the last thing, which
Is
is
this the object?
it's not a game. It's only got 2
Okay.
1-star reviews.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's good then.
So yeah,
Unless it's only got 3 reviews and one's
no.
a 3
It's
star.
got it's got 88 reviews. It's
Oh, wow.
$16.99 with free shipping.
Oh,
So Deb D on the 18th of August. No, it's on the 28th of August 2016. Gave it 1 star because it arrived chipped and broken.
ooh.
Chipped
Chipped and broken. Is this another kitchen? Sounds like it belongs in the kitchen. Chipped and broken.
What's the other 1-star review?
Okay, the other one says, and I'm going to have to omit some words because it gives it away. So Nina on the 19th of September 2016 said, bought 6. The small ones are fine, but the big ones weren't level and rocked. Therefore, I returned for a refund. The thickness also varied a great deal between each piece.
$16.99 for one thing.
She bought,
She bought 6.
I presume it's a she.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It definitely sounds like it belongs in the kitchen.
Was
I was going to say table, but chipped is...
it photo frames?
No.
That's a good shout.
Shall I read you a good review?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's find a 5. You keep thinking, I'll find a good 5-star review.
Chipped and an even.
Okay. So an Amazon customer on the 21st of July 2016 said, really pleased, look lovely in the garden.
What? It's
I
in
know.
the garden now.
Yeah, really pleased, look lovely. I'm going to read this as she's written it because it doesn't make sense. Really pleased, look lovely on my garden tap blue. Lovely quality, really good price.
Is this like a garden gnome or something?
No.
Sounds...
We have one a garden table, I think she means.
Oh, she might mean that. It might be just a typo.
We have one
Ooh,
a garden table.
And it's not a gnome.
Oh god.
This is really hard.
Isn't it? Is it some sort of lighting?
Nope. Well, lots of people. Spot on. Very pleased. All good. Look great.
Looks good.
Arrived before the time stated. Good quality. Happy bunny.
What? Is it some sort of plates or something?
No. Nope. Do you want to know,
Cups.
or shall we see if anyone can guess on the Twitter?
Oh, and then
Yeah, get them to
That'd be a
guess
good
on the
shout.
Twitter.
it's gonna
Yeah.
drive me insane though.
Okay, great value for money. One arrived broken, replaced without a fuss.
I can't think anything for that apart from garden ornaments, but
What
Very
right.
attractive. Little feet on the underneath stop them from marking the table.
See, I thought it might have been cups. Is it not cups?
Nope.
Glasses.
Nope. It's hard because I know what it is, so I'm looking.
yeah. We're so out of our element when it's not about games, aren't we? We just I don't know.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I think we should get people on Twitter to guess
Yeah.
because I don't know what it is. We'll be
That's a
sitting
good-
here all night
Leave it
otherwise.
open. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get Twitter to guess. If anyone gets it, they can have a prize of something. I'll find a prize. It'd be something good.
You could buy the things on Amazon at
Yeah.
$16.99 for them.
You can offer that with your winnings from the pools or whatever
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
No. Okay. Right. Good. That's that. Ugh. What time is it? It's 7:05. If you're listening, it's 7:05 GMT. Or is it
Bedtime.
BST?
I don't know what it is. That was a good game though, so it was a draw.
It's good.
Yeah, it was a draw. We
So-
couldn't guess that one. We need to play again next week.
I did
Okay.
I did tease on our Twitter about doing a monthly competition. I'm just still waiting to tie down some prizes that I can give away for a few months in a row. But the idea I had, we'll talk about it now, I know we're recording, but people might want to get involved as well, is we do like a monthly screenshot competition, and then the best screenshot of the month goes up on a gallery on the site, and then they win a little prize.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then we can judge it, or we can get listeners to judge which one's best. So maybe we could, if we get enough entries, we could put our top 3 on the website, and then people vote for the best one, and the best one wins a prize. And then at the end of the month, they get the prize sent, and then we do that every month.
That
Because
sounds like a good idea.
new games are released all the time, so and people love taking screenshots, don't they? So I thought it could be quite good, and then
Yeah.
we get to see some cool stuff as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Thought about could maybe do that, and then maybe get a postcard made out of the screenshots or something as well. So that's kind of the plan, the idea. But I want to make sure that I've got something that I can give away for a few months,
Yeah.
rather than just start this up and then it die because there's no incentive for people to enter. So yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, I'm just looking ahead. Next week will be a normal week of the podcast, episode 22. But episode 23 should probably be our E3 predictions.
Oh,
cast,
exciting.
because that's
that's
the
so
week.
exciting.
That's the week before E3, and then the week after that is actually E3 week. So I don't know what day we're going to do that week, but we should probably do it after the press conferences, because then we
That'd be
can
a-
talk about them.
Be a long podcast, I'd imagine. So
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe we need to split it into 2 or something, but we'll see.
Mm.
Yeah.
We can always
That'd be
record
fun.
it as one and split it into 2 if it's that long. Yeah.
If you're able to do that on your magic machine.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It seems to be okay at the moment.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. So, yeah. Okay, that's us. We're done. That's us.
Cool.
We're done. So, thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week. Like I say, we'll be talking about E3 soon. Week after next. And then we'll do an E3 episode. And then it'll probably go really quiet. And we'll need to find things to talk about again until games
so
come.
tweet us your guess for the Amazon game as well, guys.
Yeah.
Tweet us your guess. You know the Twitter. It's twitter.com. Square_XO. See, I got it right. It was twitter.com/_XO.
Oh. Yes.
One day.
Just
Twitter.com/Square_XO.
that rum you had. It's killing your brains.
No, it's the sun, not the rum. I've been in the sun
Mixture
too
of both.
long. I'm not used to
Yes,
sun.
it's so.
It's this Scottish brain of mine. It's just sun that can't handle it.
It melts.
Stay in the sun for now. It needs rain to sort of regrow me again.
Yeah.
I miss the rain. Okay, I'll stop talking rubbish now. Just gonna go and chill out, and play a game, or not. Don't know. I'll see how it goes. What about you? What you doing this evening? Anything exciting?
Working. I'm working on a logo at the moment. So, yeah. Sorry, I interrupted. You
Alright, I haven't doing anything. The only thing I'm doing is eating my dinner after this. That's it.
Sounds good.
See, I already made some homemade pizza. I've already eaten that. It's quite good as well. And
Very
some
nice.
ginger Pepsi Max. Which is,
I've never seen that. I've never seen it.
I think it's just new,
ginger
you know,
Pepsi.
because I saw it when I was up Asda today, and I thought, oh, I'll try that. So I think
Is
it's
it
just
still
new.
brown or is it actually ginger? Is it the
No,
flavour ginger?
it's just Pepsi Max, but it's think of cherry Pepsi Max,
Yeah.
but ginger
Yeah.
Pepsi Max instead. So it's kind of got that hint to it, where it's kind of you can kind of smell it. You can smell the ginger, and you can kind of get a little sort of background taste of it, what you do with the cherry one. But it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
I'm terrible though when I see all this new stuff. I'm like, oh, I need to try that.
It's so
That's
bad
new.
at the at our student FCU at university. They stock all sorts of crazy sugary drinks, and we have an American aisle. And I tried to stay away from it because everything there, I'm like, oh, this is new. Oh, I'll try this. Oh, this is ooh, this is fun. Do you know what I mean?
Do they charge an absolute fortune? The American
Yeah, they do.
ale?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like £6 for a fancy Coke that's got some sort of weird extract in that you can only get in America.
That annoys
Yeah.
me. That if
It's
you go to
annoying.
Sainsbury's and they charge you £5 for a box of Lucky Charms.
Just because you can't get it normally.
Yeah.
Remember, you used to get Lucky Charms here, so you did, and for some reason they stopped them. It wasn't for very long, for what I remember, but they done them here for a little while.
I bet it was sugar content. Too much
Yeah.
sugar content. Take
Either
off
that
the
or it was
shelves.
the colouring got banned or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll bring them back one day. I'm not really a fan of them, so I'm not bothered. But I just remember they were out for a little while. I remember these other things called, the salt and shake crisps.
Yes, I used to like them.
I remember
Ooh,
when I was at school, my friend had ones called flavour and shake. So it's the same idea, except you shake the flavour in.
Right.
And I never ever saw them anywhere. And I saw them with them once. And I'm thinking, no man, I want them. I want to shake my flavour in. And I went to night shops and I could never ever find them. And I still catch myself looking now, all these
They're
years
just
later,
gone.
going, oh, I wonder if they do them yet.
If anyone's listening, then send us or send Joe some shaken flavour stuff.
Flavour and shake. I could probably do that myself, I've
You
been
probably
making my
could,
own
yeah.
seasonings recently now, like Moroccan seasoning or Chinese spice or whatever. I've kind of been making them up my own, just with all the spices I've got in the cupboard. So you could probably do that for Chris as well. Just find the different things and do it yourself. But oh well, who can be bored doing that?
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
yammering on. Let's.
I suppose we are, aye. Okay, right. I've already said goodbye, so goodbye.
Bye.
Hi, everybody.